All right. Think I'm live. Okay. Oh, one moment. All right. Hello, welcome to my stream. Still getting used to this. Okay. Today I will be, well, on one hand, trying to a bit more overcome my nervosity around streaming, because soon I want to be doing. It's hard to focus. I want to stream a solo RPG campaign live, which means that I am both the GM and the player, and that also dice are the GM. Still waiting for my mythic deck to arrive, and like I got the PDFs, but I'm still waiting for the cards. And I also still haven't picked which rulebook I'm gonna use. I'm gonna have to do that. The tough thing is that it's so hard to focus on written text sometimes, most of the time. But yeah, today I'm doing a thing that I've been kind of needing to do since February, when I joined a games jam on itch.io. Was we were all supposed to write a solo game, and I wrote one called Maps and Mysteries, which is for creating maps that are not entirely nonsensical and hopefully also fun, and that could be used for like a cartography game, for example, like a hex crawler map generation tool. And I didn't get entirely finished because I did not write instructions. Because how did I write instructions? And then I recorded a video, actually 2 hours of video, where I 2 hours of video where I was like explaining how it works, etc., etc. And the 2 hours of video got corrupted while I was trying to move them to my computer from my phone. So, yeah. I'm gonna be doing that again today, but as a stream, so I can't lose it as easily, just in case, and also because, I don't know, streaming is fun, but it makes me nervous and I want to get more used to it. So yeah, I think I'm ready to jump in. Let's see, does it look good? Good enough. Okay. So I got my document right here. Actually move that to my other workspace is the wrong name, but that thing. Yeah, no, I can't make GIMP smaller. The cable for my second screen arrived, but I haven't set it up because I kind of want to sit on the floor today, and I tried. My table doesn't go low enough to make that comfortably possible, so now I'm on the floor sitting setup, which only has one monitor. But we're gonna make do. I work like this all the time. Okay. So I guess, yeah, materials. I didn't write 0 instructions. I wrote like 10% maybe, or 20, I don't remember, it's been a while. But I still know how to play it, hopefully. So let's go into that. Why did I write tarot cards? Wait, I have to check. I think I only made the table for, yeah, no. I only made the table for poker cards, so let's go with that for now. I have 3 decks here. I'm hoping one of them is complete. Yeah, it doesn't say so, but we kind of have to mental note. Actually, I should write all of these down for when I actually do write the instructions. I need to tell people to sort their cards. Intro sort cards. There's the reason why I'm making this a video, because I'm not really structured unless I'm actually trying to do something. So I need to do the thing to understand the structure. Okay, so this is the cards we need. And you can kinda decide how many cards you want, how likely you want the different kinds of features to be. More on that later. Right now I'm just gonna be sorting. Oh yeah, you won't be able to see the cards because I'm drawing them in real life. For dice throwing, at least at the beginning, I might just use like a website. But, so you can see it, but I don't think there's a website where I can just choose like, oh, and 3 kings, 4 queens, and no ace of hearts, or whatever, so. Alright. Pretty sure ace actually means 1 in this case. I also need to write that down. Ace is 1. Sorry for the whirring sound. I need to have my fan on because we have 20 degrees Celsius, which is a lot for me. Okay, so first I'm gonna have to see if it's actually the complete, that's the word, if it's complete, my deck. So sorting into suits. I'm still very proud of myself for actually finishing this thing, like at least the rules. Because, okay, this doesn't seem complete. Yeah, wait. My bad, it's not poker, it's Scott, so it starts at 6, not at 2. But I have poker cards here. Hoping these are the complete ones, because I recall sorting these once and stuffing all the extras in the other one. So I hope this is the good one and not the dysfunctional one. Oh, it has 2 hard 5s. Why? Okay. Let's just sort them. But yeah, I was very excited to have actually sort of completed this thing, which is kind of a thing that I don't do a lot. I've also learned to be more okay with not finishing projects, ADHD, etc. But it's cool when I do manage. It's very nice because I had a lot of fun making this. I think the last couple days of the Games Jam, which was like I think 40 days or something, I was really stressed. I don't remember if I already had COVID, but I was definitely in quarantine at the time, so it wasn't ideal. But I knew I wouldn't do a lot after the deadline, which is exactly how it happened. So I just kind of uploaded an unfinished version and called it a day. And I might be ready to work on it again. And I also adapted for city creation, so king, queen, these guys are called jacks. Ace is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For spades, spades is complete. Clubs, oopsie, that was not. Yeah, I'm using my. I have like a drawing and touch tablet, which I use as a mouse instead of a mouse. But I put my things on top of it because of a little space. And that's why it moves sometimes when it shouldn't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clubs is complete. Diamonds, king, queen, jack, ace for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is complete. I'm assuming hearts is complete too. Just like with an extra heart 5. King, queen, jack, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So now I just gotta decide how much of any of these I want, I guess. Just gonna leave all the kings, queens, and jacks in. Already know that. I want those. I want lots of cities, towns, villages, random houses in the landscape. Oh yeah, I should explain what this does actually. This is it's called features. Well, actually here, it's called features. This is like basically everything that's man-made, that humans have built at some point or another, or built upon. And the formations is the natural shit, basically. I don't know, waterfalls, caves, whatever. We'll talk about it in a bit. Okay, I got all the kings, queens, and jacks. I think I'm just gonna go with the amounts I wrote down for now. Because it's easier, but also because obviously I'm biased, I wrote it, so I think it's good amounts of everything. I have tested it, but only a bit. So might need some tweaking in the future. So, clubs. I just have to take out the 9 and the 10. I think I just didn't want so many, I don't know what I called it, places of archaeological interest. Okay. Diamonds. Also take out the 9 and 10. Oh yeah, this is like infrastructure or something. 9, 10. And spades, because I'm personally, I just don't like fighting very much, so I didn't want to put in a lot of military. Now, so I'm just like, I guess, randomly deciding that it's like peacetime and whatever. This thing you can definitely tweak if you want more fighting. You can also add more categories. Like, honestly, I just didn't have a lot of ideas because it's not my kind of thing. Okay, got my cards. The downside of sorting them is I have to shuffle them more now. But while I do that, I can go on to explain the next part that might be important. Oh yeah, dice. I was gonna look for an online way to cast dice, actually. Let me see. Dice roll for my browser. Rolladie.net. Sounds nice. Okay, my food is ready. So if I want to eat, I just get up and get it. Let me see. Oh yeah, I can just flip dice. That's nice. Now let's see what OBS got to say about it. And window capture. Okay. Roll dice. And now I just have to put it below everything else. Try to make it in a way where I can still show what else I'm doing. Nice, okay. Okay. So that's my dice. I can just click here to flip them. Actually, what amazes me right now is that everyone watching the stream has a better overview of what I'm doing than me, because I'm switching between like 3 desktops. Okay. So, we got our dice. Actually, I'll have to check. I don't think I need anything but 2d6. Yeah, I'm just using 2d6. I guess the others are if I want to... Oh no, wait, I still need d20s and stuff. Oh well. The printed out hex flowers and 2 tokens or pawns. So, let me show you the hex flowers. This is hex flower number 1. I called it R&R. It basically stands, I don't know what it means in other contexts. Here it just means roads and rivers. Which I'm realizing it's labeled in the PDF. Oh yeah, I'll need to make this prettier. Basically, it's like red means there's nothing here. Blue means there's a river, yellow means there's a road, and green means there's a river and a road, and they form a bridge. And there's like little roll for formation, roll feature, and that's where you start. And when I mentioned pawns, it's because I have paper versions of these. They're much prettier. I drew them with pen and markers. And then I have to set a pawn on them to remember where I am, because right, I still haven't explained what this is. This is like a dice chart where, you know, you could just do it like this. You have one here. You roll the dice, and where it lands, that's what you get. But in this case, it's a dice chart with memory. So yeah, there's only 4 possible results, well, plus formation and feature. But it has a memory. It remembers where you were. So now I need a pawn. I'm just gonna hope that it's working. Okay. What would be a nice color? I didn't prepare a image or anything. So I'm just going to I'm just gonna draw a nice little chess pawn. It's gonna be like a pawn, literally, forgot that's what it called in English. And because I have too much time on my hands, I'm gonna try and make it pretty. And then we are ready to go. And now, because because of the way I made it, I can just move it around. It's gonna be really important because I needed to mark where I am. So to make sure I see it, I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, something red. Maybe an eye. I don't know. Okay. And I don't know if this works. I'm gonna try to copy this and put it here, because we're gonna need, this is also a 2 new layer, another basically dice chart with memory. It's boring to start in the forest. Well, it doesn't have to be. Let's just start in the forest. Can play around with it next time, I guess. Alright, so we are at our start positions. I think that's just the default start position. I'll check. Okay. But yeah, basically it's like a... So I haven't explained it. It's a dice chart with memory, which means that when I throw my dice, they will tell me a direction to go. And then it's like I will be throwing them every time I enter a new cell in my map. Like, for example, I might... Okay, so first of all... Okay, that didn't work. I forgot that it does not have... whatever. So this is... Why are you painting in black? Oh, it has a weird color profile, apparently. Or okay, it was me. It was just me. We don't need the letters, don't worry. So basically I'm deciding that this is the ocean. I usually start my games like that. This is just the ocean. I don't know about this. Maybe I'll... Technically, to the sides, you can easily annex, like, another one of these. Just glue together the pages in real life or whatever and keep drawing as much as you want. And usually I just pick a random place to start and to land my ship. So I should probably make sure to make a new layer. I don't know, I'm just gonna decide to start here. This is where my journey starts. Beautiful little Viking boat. Okay. I think they have like square sails. Whatever. See, I'm forgetting something, but yeah, I can just draw this. I should do that right now. Alright, so I'm deciding to... This one's important, this one is my token. I'm going to set foot here. So like, I need to know where I'm right now and where I'm coming from. So a red arrow is like perfect for that. So you can always find yourself. Because I was technically planning to also make an expansion where you like going on an adventure, but it's also important for just the generation. So that's my token. Blank hex sheets, that's these. By the way, shout out to Lazarus on DriveThruRPG who made all of these that I use as bases. They're really great. have my colors, blah blah blah. Who reads these? Even I don't read them. Okay. Right, and now we have to... Okay. We have to figure out which biome we start in. So, okay, the first thing we did, we land here at the coast of the place we're trying to make a map of. Basically, that's like everything you need to know. You don't know this place, or you're pretending not to, and you're just making a map from scratch. And everything is perfectly divided into hexagonal cells for no reason. And you start here, and first thing we gotta figure out is which biome we start in. Some definitions. So make sure I use them correctly. Okay, so Terra is like a 1 of 3 per biome. Oh no, that's types. Oh no, Terra is just the name for the category. Okay, whatever. Okay, nice. That's more fun. I can throw d6 to determine where to start on here. I think I'm gonna do that, because middle forest is too boring for me. I've played that one before. Alright, let's see. 1. So 1 is here. And it's important to know, to have the memory in this case, because first off, I'm gonna be staying in this coniferous forest biome for a while. It's like Minecraft giant biomes. Basically, it's gonna be this for a while now. And also, when it changes, it's gonna be something that's closer. It's not just gonna jump from polar to desert. Actually, I forgot to draw the little X's, so I'm just going to show how hex flowers work when we get there. I'm just going to show you when we get there. Okay, so what I already know is I'm in the coniferous kind of biome. So the first couple things that I'm going to find are all going to be that. And okay. It's been a while trying to remember where I start, because I think it's starting to be time to figure out the data for this first cell. Actually gonna be relevant to have like a helpful overview of what kind of things to roll for every cell, both for myself and future players. I've lost my pen. New pen. Good. So I'm writing things down, paper for later. So, wondering if this is in here. I think I had something like that somewhere, where it said what to do in what order. The roll. Perfect. Okay. Every time you walk on your map and enter an area with unexplored neighbors, which means, I don't know, oh yeah, it means I don't know all of these. I don't know the unexplored neighbors means I don't know, oh, wait, I think I did it wrong. I think I need to start enter an area. Nah, I start here. I think I'll need to write that down later. That's a good point. Nothing like testing to find out where you didn't specify. Okay. Unexplored neighbors in this case means there's at least one cell or area around the one I'm standing in that's blank, where I don't know what's in there. That's an unexplored neighbor. And also obviously currently, because this is the first one I'm standing in, the one I'm standing in. So I'm gonna roll for this one first. And then I'm going to apply this rule of rolling for them clockwise, which is just a convention. Okay. To roll Roads and rivers, print out the above hex flower and set a pawn on the center tile. We've done that. We're here. The navigation hex determines how the results of a 2d6 roll affect your pawn to move on the hex flower, which is this case. Very important. This is the hex flower, and I guess this is also hex flower. This is not. This thing will tell us what direction to move in, but not on here. On the map, we can walk whatever direction we want. It's just for these things. It's just for the random tables with memory, basically. So the way this works, I'm gonna move it to my browser. We need 2d6. And this is just we just add the amount of the 2 dice rolls. So I'm just gonna roll once to show. So basically, sorry, I'm gonna have to do that again. I made a mistake. Basically, I get my 2 dice, and the total adds up to 10. So that means I just go left. Now the problem that can arise is that the hex flower is formatted the wrong way. I actually have to write that down to fix later. Which right now I've just been... Basically the solution is to just rotate this slightly, which I don't think I can do in my window manager right now, but basically I'm just gonna imagine that it's tilted slightly down. And why did I make them like this? Why? Okay, so for this one it works normally, and for this one it's just tilted down slightly. So in this case it would be to move here. Okay. And yeah, gotta remember that that's saying something about our first cell, which says that there is a river and a feature. And do I need to read anything here? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a river. And we don't draw anything yet. We just make funny colored dots. Gotta pick a good color, because... Okay. So I make a blue dot for river. Sorry. I make a blue dot for river so I can remember later. And keep rolling my dice. Continue the process until all visible, unexplored areas are rolled for and marked with their dots. So what that also means is, let's continue rolling for now. So we're gonna do this one next. The arrow is just me, but now I'm gonna do the unexplored neighbors, starting at this one and going clockwise. So I'm just gonna roll for this one next. And I got 10 again. I hope this one is actually random. I'd have to switch to real dice soon. And 10 also means go another. Oh, I forgot the feature. The feature, I think, to put this in the rule book. The feature is going to be a pink dot. Just because I've been doing it like that on my practice papers, and because nothing else is pink yet. Okay, so what was the next thing I rolled? I rolled a river, and we said we're doing this one next. So I'll just put the blue dot. Probably gonna have to make, so it's less annoying to find my colors again, little color reference thingy to color pick from. All right. let's see what the dice say. 4, which is right. Been rotating it this way, so slightly upwards. Up to the right. That's right. Which makes us go back here. That means a let's use the shortcuts from Krita. We're here. It means a river and a feature. Last one I'm rolling in the browser, probably. 12, which is to the... Sorry, I need to move this back. Rotated it counterclockwise for no reason. So we're moving to the... whatever this direction is. Which is a river and a formation. River and I need a different color for formations. Orange is too close to yellow. I haven't used black yet. I think that's confusing. Never thought I'd run out of colors. I'll just do like a weird brown. Oh. Ugly brown. Okay. Now I'm taking out my real life dice because I'm tired of the browser thing. I'm gonna need... Excuse the noise. I'm gonna need 2d6. Just gonna roll them here. You're gonna have to trust me with the outcomes. 9, which is... Can I make this window always on top? Resize? Just make it really small or something? And just put it like here. Probably nothing changes for you, but it does for me. Hope nothing changes. Yeah, it looks the same. Okay. So we got a 9, which means we move down, which is just river and nothing else. Where's... Okay, I found all my pens again. This is more fun once you get like the routine. 6, and I have like this thing in the right kind of rotation. I'm gonna have to fix that. 6 means I go here, pretty sure. It's nothing. And just so I don't forget that I did roll it, I'm gonna make it red. Out of the way. Remember my red. So. Okay. Am I missing anything? Okay, this just explains how to draw the rivers and the roads, but I think I need to do the Terra next. Why did I choose this word? I can't pronounce it. Tries to pronounce, I think it's French with an English accent, which I already struggle with English, whatever. The type. I just gotta figure out the type. So we've established that we are in coniferous forest. We won't need this X flower lot. And it has type A, B, and C, like every biome does. And, oh, I haven't put this one this actually relates to how far you can see, which I should have considered before I rolled all around. But okay, let's figure out which of these three we're currently in. Here we go. And we'll roll a d20. So basically what this does is manage the likelihoods for the three types of terra that you have in each region or biome. Like coniferous forest, I also included Wikipedia links because I went like down the Wikipedia rabbit hole for days trying to figure out how to do this thing. Coniferous forest is like pine trees, etc. And you can have taiga, woodland, and mire. And I kind of made it so that this type would be the most common. So in this case, taiga, and the next most common is woodland, which, if I recall correctly, is a type of. I mean, I can look it up. I think it just means there's like trees, but not dense enough to be a forest. And mire is kind of rare. Doesn't happen as much, but it's also quite likely to just have the same type as the cell you're looking at it from, or the last one you get, or the one you came from, basically. Or yeah, edge case rule type A, just programmer. Okay. So let's figure out our first cell in our coniferous biome. I got a 14. That's type B. So we got a woodland. And if you don't care about these, you can just ignore them. I just thought it would be fun to make like a biodiverse thing possible. Okay. So this one is currently woodland, which also means I have visibility 1, which means I can see all of the areas next to me, which is useful because I already rolled the dice for them. I'm just gonna pick a kind of dark green and make a little indicator that this is a I need a smaller brush, like a kind of indication that this is like this is like a woodland, which means there's very ugly trees and lots of grass. Okay, what's next? I think now, since we already established that we can see all the ones around us, I think the proper thing to do is to roll the other types first, because if there's mountains, that's going to influence how the rivers flow. Like, what's this? I did not draw you. It should, in my personal world, influence how the rivers flow. I think taigas can't be a mountain thing, because I think it would have more visibility if I remember correctly. Well, it could be, but I think it just made it so it's like very forested, dense forest. So I guess in this case it doesn't matter, but it's good to get in the habit. Which just means rolling that d20 a couple more times. Again, we start here and go clockwise. The first visible neighbor. Let's go. 5 means same as current. So that's, again, woodland. I think I gotta pin this one to top as well. It's annoying me. Always on top. Okay. The next one, same as current. Next one is a 3, same as current. This is a big woodland. Next one is 14, that's also a woodland. And 4, that's also woodland. Luckily, that's not the only thing we got. because wait, I'm trying to resize the window. Smaller. Okay. Stop it. Oh, God. Okay. I can't. Okay, I did it. Now this is the really fun part. That's always my favorite part, to draw the roads and rivers. So we've established it's just woodland, anything could happen. We know there's like nothing here. I'm gonna erase this now actually, so it doesn't confuse me later. So we know there's here these, everything here, all of these have a river. There's no roads. There's two features, so something that humans built or live in, and one formation, which we're gonna all have to roll for. Might actually be useful to do these first. I'm trying to remember if there was a best order to do it in. Draw the rivers first. Alright, then let's do that. Okay, so now the fun part of this is there's a few rules, like if possible, the rivers should connect to an adjacent cell. Like, I don't have to connect everything to everything. I could, if I want to, and I might, actually, but I don't have to. Just that it somehow makes sense. And also for these ones where I don't, this one I know has no river, so I won't draw one. But these ones, I don't know if there's a river, and I can just guess. I can just be like, I think the river comes from here, kind of snakes through here, goes into the ocean. I always like to do, like, river delta things when it comes through the ocean. So I'm actually going to connect all of them, just because I like that. This one's also going to come from inland. That's just how I like to do it. Oops. You can do it however you like. Okay. Features. We got two features, so for the next part, I'm just gonna draw cards. I think I'm just gonna draw this one first. That's where I'm standing. I actually forgot to shuffle the deck, so I'll do that now. And both features and formations rely kind of on, it's more like giving prompts, and you have to make up what it is. For the features, I try to do something that could work in any setting that has, like, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't work if you're trying to make a space station, but it would work if you're playing medieval or modern or Stone Age. Maybe not, but basically it's try to be kind of setting independent. You could definitely play Wild West, make a Wild West map, is what I'm trying to say. So I went more with like categories and some examples to help you figure out what it is with the help of where you are, context clues, basically. So let's draw the one we're in. You got a jack, which means it's somebody's home. And just gotta figure out what kind of home it could be. We are at the seaside. There's no roads. It's kind of like woodlands. And there's the river. Thinking this is like someone's vacation home where they go when they want to be left alone. Maybe it is not an estate, but kind of a vacation home. I actually think I'm gonna go with medieval fantasy, which is kind of like a default thing or whatever. Gonna move you to the side, second draw. So there's no roads that need to connect to it. There's just someone who's sometimes wants to get really, really far away. So this is like vacation home. You don't have to be good at drawing to do this. You can just draw a little house and just call it a day and write notes or whatever. I want to write notes, so I'm trying to invoke the vacation part. Oh. Okay. So this is just someone who likes to make vacations at the beach with no guests. And for the next one, I think I also had a thing where you reshuffle the cards every time you go to the next biome, so you have to put the drawn ones out of the deck. I'm gonna shuffle again because it didn't shuffle very well the first time. And what I can see from here, because I can kind of see through the trees, is 2 of diamonds, which means, oops, it's too far. No, it isn't. Confused. Oh yeah. Protected against dangers of the area. So some kind of infrastructure that helps against whatever that might be. Usually my examples kind of go about like protect you from nature. Desert well lighthouse. Actually, I'm gonna roll this one first. Maybe that's gonna give me a clue what the dangers in the area might be. And we go for... Oh, this is if you want to describe the feature that you found. Still gonna go back and do that with the vacation house in a bit. I want to do the feature first. The formation, sorry. It's a landmark of natural origin as far as people can be separated from nature. Gotta get a keyword. D20. This is for the whatever's here. 8, heavy. And I made some examples with a keyword that I did not include to just show like how prompts and improvisation could go. So what could be heavy in here? I mean, there's a river, there's like a woodlands. Just thinking, water can be heavy if it falls. Maybe there's like a, I don't know if waterfall, but like mountains are something that the game will generate for me, but not hills. I can put hills wherever I want. So maybe there's just like kind of hills, like a slope, and there's rapids or something. I just really like rapids. They always end up in my maps. So there's gonna be, I don't know how to draw this. Like you can always take notes. I was also figuring out that maybe I know what it means, that's all that matters. I just figured that maybe it could also be like, once I actually make the cartography game, it could be played like with a journal to just take notes on what you encounter on your travels or whatever. And I mean, if you do this, technically I could zoom in and just write down things about it as well, like rapids, and I was gonna make a vacation home. And while we're at it, we might as well figure out attributes of this place. Oopsie. Roll for the below attributes and or pick what makes sense. So I can pick what kind of architecture, what kind of structure, inhabitants, how those places in relation to nature. Wait. Apparently it broke when converting to PDF. That sucks. Animal presence, and I think I had like one more. Yeah, let's skip this for now. I'm not really in a narrative storytelling mood. Basically, it's like vacation home. No one needs to be able to read this, but myself. And I have Zoom. Okay, and we are gonna figure out the protection against dangers of the area. If it's rapids, no, maybe maybe the river sometimes gets out of its bed when it rains a lot, or when there's a lot of melting water from the mountains in the spring, if the river comes from the mountains, we don't know yet. So maybe there's like a tiny dam here, actually. Maybe something like that. It's gonna make like maybe the people were just like, yeah, actually we don't want to get flooded, we're sick of it. I don't know if anyone lives here. Seemingly not, but maybe here somewhere. And yeah, speaking of which, we are currently here. If we're playing an adventure, we could interact with the place, but we're not. We're just making a map. So the question is, where do we go next? And if, again, when it's a game, I want to do something like penalty for crossing rivers without bridges, etc. But don't matter right now. So yeah, let's say I still can't help to roleplay a bit while I do these. So I'm like, well, let's say I'm curious if people actually live here, if there's like a village or city or something. So let me find a rotation tool. Shift R. Just, oopsie. Nope, just the token, please. I only want to rotate. Won't let me. Rotation, hello. I don't know how to use this. Probably easier in paper. What's happening? Anyway, rotate a bit more, and we're moving here. I did. Okay. Let me grab something to drink. Reminder to stretch. And all right. So what would we say? Did we say Terra first? Actually, I'm gonna put that in notes as well. Terra first. Really gotta find a word that I can pronounce better. So, oops. That means we start here. Doesn't matter which order I throw them in, just the drawing. Okay, let's do this one first. I need, hello. Where is it? Type ABC. There we go. Always on top. Row D20. 11. Type A. It's a new one. Okay, and since I don't remember what taiga is, I'm just gonna figure it out. I know I'm barely sharing the browser. Just gonna read. Generally referred to North America's boreal forest or snow forest as a biome characterized by coniferous forests consisting mostly of pines, spruce, and larches. Spin worlds. Actually, I'm gonna share screen. Just gonna pull this up for a moment. I was gonna say good enough, but actually I'm gonna, there we go. Because it also, I try to link Wikipedia pages with lots of pictures, because that really sparks my imagination. So anything I might want to know, like, I don't know, how warm it tends to be, but I mostly just want to look at the pictures. So it can be snowy, probably has seasons as well. It's nice. It's all very beautiful. I feel inspired. Okay, let's go. It's good. Do I just leave it in the background for that ADHD feeling? I think I'm gonna do this for a bit, and now that I think about it, so you can see better. Okay. Okay. So we have taiga. I'm just gonna go with the same green if I can find it, and indicate that there is more trees than in the other one. And now we throw dice again for the next place. 6. Same as current. Current is woodlands, because I think the idea was that things would be likely to be connected to, like, just more likely for Adra to continue for a while. That's why it's the same as current. So if it can hear first, then it's more likely that this one would be taiga. Yeah. So keep that in mind. If you hate woodlands and you love taiga, then the next field you go on should be one with taiga. You should always try to do it like that. Type B is woodlands again. All right. Because I rolled 14. Now we go to roads and rivers. Gotta pull it up here too. Roads and rivers. Rivers and roads. I got a pawn. 2d6 time. Remember to rotate. You know what? Maybe I'll make it easier for myself. Open. What's it called? NH, because it's a navigation hex. Damn, that's not what I wanted. Open his layers. NH. And can do it. Scale. Just damn it. We should have rotated first. That works, right? Okay. I might just move it around if I need the space. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. This works. Okay. 2d6. 8. Which means I go down. Oh yeah, and now comes one of the fun parts of the Hexflower game engine, which means that unless marked otherwise, you just go over the edge and come back in on the other side, which makes for a bit more randomness. Remember to stretch your legs if you've been sitting on them for hours, else they're gonna hurt. Anyway, we now know that the place we're in has nothing and a formation. No rivers, no roads, and formation was brown. We're going... I made the rule with the first blank one and then go clockwise because I always forget which cell I'm looking at. That didn't work. O P. All right. Let's roll the dice again. 6 and 2, 8, which means down. So we're back at rivers. And this place has a river and nothing else. And the last one, 7, which means I have to move this guy out of the way. And our pawn to here. The start isn't relevant besides for starting. And then it's just bridge, which means we got our first road. Okay. Which means there's a river, and time to pick a road color. I usually go with yellow. Guess I am influenced by sand paths or whatever. Go away. And we're just gonna... What happened? I can fix this. Just gotta focus. Okay. I've no idea what happened. I'm just gonna draw and hope it all turns out fine. It's a river and a road. I just pressed Control Z. I don't know what happened, but it's fine now. It's okay. Oh gee, that was a bad leg position. Okay, I think we got everything. No features. Time to draw rivers. I love rivers. So yeah. Actually, still so close to the coast. So now I can decide if I want to make it like this. Wait, I have to draw clear lines. Like I could choose to make it like this, or I could choose to make like a snaking river. I could also make it like this. I think this is like, in the end, you can play however you want, but by my rules, you would have to connect it, at least in one way, to an already existing river. And I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go with this. Okay. And actually, I need to redraw it because of the road. And because there needs to be a bridge. So I'm going to need to leave some space for that. I'm still going to do this kind of snake river, though. And here I'm predicting again. Like here and here, I'm predicting that there will be a river here. And what happens if there isn't, wait and see. Actually, mostly the same thing that happens with this road now, which I'm predicting starts here. There's a bridge here, and then it ends into nowhere. What do we do? Yeah. There's just going to be a formation. There's just... The road just leads to the whatever formation we end up rolling. So, let's draw a card. I got 7 of diamonds. Travel. There's like an inn or hotel. So apparently this guy wasn't the only one who came up with the idea to have a vacation at the beach. Close to the beach. Anyway. No? Okay. How did I zoom in again? Okay. I did it. Travel, inn, hotel, anything related to travel. It could be a campsite. That could be fun. I have no idea which setting I'm in currently, but it's just going to be like a campsite. They're going to have like a campsite and like a little fence just cause, and I'm drawing on the map, whatever. And there's little tentsies. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking like this. Probably just tired. So there's just like little tents. It's a campsite now. Campsite. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta remember this. I gotta roll this, and this is taiga, which means it has visibility 0. Which means if I decide to walk into there, I won't be able to see any of the other places. Am I saying this right? yeah, I'm just gonna have to walk further to see what's there. I'm gonna roll the last formation. And starting to remember where I put them. There we go, keywords. D20. 15. Deafening. What could be deafening in a taiga, which is a dense coniferous forest next to the ocean? I'm thinking cliffs. I think that's just gonna be really loud. Oh, let me zoom in. There's just... Well, there isn't really a mountain here, but there can still be something like cliffs, kind of like poking out, and waves that like to splash against them. And it's just really loud. For some reason. Cliffs, well, technically it's more like in here. Gotta erase my... Okay, I am definitely on the wrong layer. Something at top. Oh yeah, I drew it all on the token layer by accident. That's gonna be an issue later. Well, doesn't matter because I was gonna stop for today. So yeah, this is what we've explored today. I hope I managed to cover most of the rules. I'm gonna see if I forgot anything important. I covered, yeah, basically what happened here with the road is that because of how the game is, it had to end into nowhere, which is fine. It's a feature of the game, because that's gonna mean that there's a feature here. If it's a river that ends into nothing, you roll a formation to see why it ends into nothing. And if it says bubbling, then maybe it ends into a bubbling swamp. I don't know. You figure it out. Yeah, I was gonna do something about cities. This is like if you need a description for your place. I'm gonna have to make a version that's actually properly works. And draw the rivers first. Did that. I could say something about the numbers and how this is distributed. Like, why didn't you just pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and call it a day? You can do that. Who are trying to remember? X-Flower Game Engine. Okay, I don't remember what the person's called, but you can put this in. They can download the documents in DriveThruRPG for free or for a donation. They have YouTube videos too, where they explain how it works and what the thought process behind it is. Check it out. It's really great. It's actually like the thing that, without that, my way of making like the rivers and the roads wouldn't be possible. Yeah, basically I think the idea was that this would create kind of a, because of the probabilities, I think 7 is the most likely number and like 6 and 8 come next in likelihood. So you're technically gonna have like a, just by chance it's gonna like drag you into this down corner, or in this case here, which just means that there's gonna be more rotation among the fields. By the way, I did not finish this thing properly. I don't know if anyone's watching this video trying to use my tool, it's real important to note. Oops. It's gonna be real important to note that I think I want to make it so you don't cross from the desert into polar regions. Just, doesn't really make sense. The rest is fine. Yeah. Basically, you can't go over this edge and you can't go over this edge. And otherwise, you can move anywhere. Just wouldn't make sense for the North Pole to be right next to the desert. And obviously, you can adapt all these however you want. You can edit and publish them however you want. If you want, I've used a. Gonna turn this on quickly. Well, look for something. I use a Creative Commons 4.0 non-commercial share alike. Basically, what it means is that you can do whatever you want with it, but you're not allowed to make money from it, or well, sell it definitely, and you're have to share it with the same license if you use my thing. That's pretty much it. And I'm currently trying to figure out if I have like a picture somewhere of something I made in real life with this, because I want to show something prettier than what you saw, and just to show off, basically. Gonna go to my itch page, if I can find it. View profile. Oh yeah, I put a picture there, actually. Gonna share my browser again. That's what I have right now, but it can look pretty if you put in the effort or have the right tools, and it can be a lot of fun. Personally, I made this because I love like cartography games, experiments. Played in Marosia once and got to, like, really when it started, when it launched, and got to make a map, and it was stressful because of the timing thing, but it was really great to draw that map, so that's why I made this. Yeah, wait, I have a Twitch notification. I should, there we go. Okay, no, it's nothing. It's just the spam notifications from Twitch. Okay, well, I'm going to close all of this, and yeah, thank you for watching. I hope the recording worked and does not get deleted this time, so there can be an kind of instructions out there for people who actually don't want to play it. And yeah, thank you very much. How does this go? Have 2 viewers. Gonna see if I do a raid, Twitch etiquette, etc. Gonna raid a small channel would feel kind of dumb to raid a big channel with like 2 viewers. Yeah, I don't know if you have any ideas, or else I'm just gonna see if there's anyone who we could give the attention. Currently searching. Nope. Board games, there's just me. But I can. Not just, but I always try to raid LGBTQ channels, that's why. I can do this. We can raid Booster. He usually streams mostly on YouTube, but can rate him. Alright. If you're coming along, I'm starting the raid now. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you soon. And there's a countdown, I forgot about that. Well, it's Thursday. Have a nice weekend. Anyways.